What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new up on this channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video and welcome to the family. If you're a returning subscriber, notification gang, thank you so much, you guys. Today we are comparing first year versus second year on different things, right? So I'm doing this video because I don't know, like I just feel like it's time for a reflection, media reflection. I am a year and 6 months into my training contract, so I am exactly at the half mark. Okay, well, not exactly. I'll exactly be at the half mark in June, but you know, we can do this now. So so first year versus second year, right? Firstly, let's start with the pay. Let's start with the salary, right? This is the most important thing, and I think this is, you know, the one thing that brought you to this video. The salary. First year. Okay, so in first year, if you are getting in without ITC, so when you get into first year, you've just written your ITC, but your ITC results are not out yet, right? So you haven't gotten that ITC increase that firms normally do and the bonuses that some firms give, but you will start your salary at around 200,000 rand. First year, no experience, no ITC, just CTA. You'll start around 200k per annum, right? So the thing is, when you're in first year, for most of us with this skin tone, you have never seen 200,000 rand per annum in your bank account. Okay, maybe I'm speaking for myself, maybe you guys have experienced what I'm talking about too, but for most of us, we have never really had that access to that kind of money. So we think, wow, 200k per annum, that's a lot, right? But then what's 200,000 rand per annum? Like what's that amount per month, net even? But anyway, that's not the point of this video. So we get in and we get this amount, and well, we feel, I felt honestly like, wow, this is a lot. Okay, this is a lot of money. So I think when you bring it out per month, that's around 15,000 rand gross. I don't have a calculator with me, I'm just roughly calculating it in my mind, but I think it's somewhere around 15,000 rand, right? So net will be around 13k, 12 point something, 13 point something, somewhere there. But now when you're in first year, remember, you have zero responsibilities, you have zero car payment that you pay, you probably have rented a place and that is the only expense, well, fixed expense that you have. So any other expenses will include maybe like food and going out, but the bigger picture is it's a lot of money for you because you've never really had any responsibility to spend money, you've never really had expenses, you've never really had anything, you know. So you get in and 13,000, okay, let's rough it up at 14,000. 14,000 rand looks like a lot. Okay, it's good for a first year, no experience. It's better than what most people are getting in their first year of working in any field with no experience. That's what I thought. I thought, okay, wow, this is good. But you now get a place to stay. Your work is now demanding, so you obviously want to buy a car, right? You can get a place, you can get a car at that salary, but obviously it won't be anything fancy. And I always say this in my videos where I talk about these things, that there's no point in you getting a fancy apartment and you getting a fancy car. You don't even spend as much time in your apartment, you don't even spend as much time in your car, you know. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. So salary wise, I think first year salary is a lot better than what other industries are offering to first year graduates, you know, with no experience, with absolutely nothing, right? I think it's pretty good. So salary wise, we're good. I think it's a lot. Well, I thought it was a lot. Okay, cool. And then another thing in first year is that you get in during a very busy time in the audit, because normally first years come in February, beginning of February. I know some companies take beginning of March. That is busy season. Jan, Feb, March is busy season in audit. So you come in and you sort of don't know what to do. You probably by now have ITC, but you still don't know how to audit. So you sort of don't get the bigger picture when you come in as a first year, right? You just get your smaller allocated section, and then you work on that, and then if you don't understand, you ask the second year. But ultimately it's not your responsibility, it's the responsibility of the second year and the third year. So work you do, yes, you liaise with the client, but it's not really your responsibility, so you don't really have a vested interest in the work. Now you move up, and in later stages of your first year, you will go through a lot of trainings. There's a lot of trainings in first year, mainly because you don't know anything, so they're trying to get you up to the level of your second year, which is what you will be in the next year, right? So there's a lot of trainings that happen in first year. But another thing is that you don't have the bigger picture of the audit, so you basically don't know why you're doing what you're doing. You're just told to do it, but you don't understand, why should I do bank in cash? Why should I agree the bank balance, bank statements, and the general ledger? Why should I do this? You don't really understand. Or for me, I thought like that. And then another thing in first year is talking to management. You don't really have too much opportunity to talk to the partner. That's if you're even lucky enough to know who the partner is on the job. You don't really speak a lot to managers. You speak through the second year and you speak through the third year. So that's basically it. I remember in my first year, I had a partner who was like, no, we're discussing this IFRS 16 stuff. What do you think about it? What is the right treatment? And I thought, oh my God, why are you asking me? I don't know. You probably know this thing better than I do, but then why are you asking me? And now I realized that they were not asking me because they didn't know what IFRS is and they didn't know what to do. They did, but they wanted to give me an opportunity to showcase my fresh knowledge from university. And that's what first year is about. You are a working IFRS, guys, in first year. I don't want to lie. You should be a working IFRS, okay? When you get into the workplace, of all the team members, the only person who has the newest, most freshest information about the IFRS is you. So they will come and ask you technical stuff, right? Excuse me. They will come and ask you technical stuff. So you're basically like a working IFRS, and they will make reference to your knowledge every now and again. So don't be alarmed and feel like, oh my God, they're picking on me. Oh my God, they probably know what IAS 12 says, but why are they asking me? But they're just trying to build your confidence in speaking to management and speaking to the partner and the manager and stuff like that. So another thing in first year that I've realized is that you don't know how the audit ends, right? So you go to the client, you do your piece of work, and you move on. You go to another client, you do your part of the work, and you move on. You don't think about, okay, I've done my section, how does this fit in? How does the work end? How do we close the file, right? Someone else does all of that work, and it's, as you know, the second year and the third year who will now go on and finish everything. So now that, in comparison to second year, right? Second year, firstly, the pay. After having lived on 200,000 rand for a year, and then you get to second year, and then you get an increase because now you're in second year. Now your salary comes up to around 235,000 rand per annum, right? I mean, it's not a lot, but it looks better compared to first year, right? But then per month, after tax, after medical aid, after everything, it really, for me, honestly, I didn't feel the difference. I didn't feel the increase in my net salary. So it still just felt like I was, getting the same pay. Sorry about that, guys. So basically what I was saying is I didn't feel the difference in my net salary. Honestly, my take home didn't, I honestly didn't feel the difference. So that's in terms of salary. In terms of the audit and the time in second year this year, is that you are now responsible for the audit, basically. Well, not everything in the audit, but for the most part of the audit. You've now seen how we open the file. You now know the risks that this client have. You've started with the client from the ground, right? You've attended your kickoff meetings. You've attended your rapid discussion meetings. So you basically have an idea what is happening. So that's why you get more responsibility, and you start auditing bigger sections like revenue. You start auditing bigger sections like creditors and stuff like that. So it's a whole lot more responsibility. But over and above that, you still have to coach the first year. You still have to answer to the third year. You still have to answer to the manager, and you now start talking to the partner about your sections. So if you have problems, you speak to the manager, you speak to the partner, and then you try to find a way to resolve it. And now the thing about second year is you can't just go with a problem to a manager and a partner. You need to come with your problem and recommended solutions. So you sort of now need to think about it. You can't just ask a question. You need to think about it, and you need to think, well, how can we solve this? Because at the end of the day, what the CA journey is trying to train you is that you need to be someone who can identify problems and recommend solutions. So basically that's where it starts. Another thing about second year is that for the first time in a year, after you've passed your CTA, you go back to becoming a student, because now you have APC, right? You now have to study towards this, and you have to find a time in your schedule to juggle your work, to juggle the client, to juggle APC, to juggle your life. It's all there, and you need to do it. So this girl once said to me at work, she was like, when you guys get to second year, I think it was like last year December-ish, just like when you guys get to second year, if you can, on a Saturday, on a weekend, take 2 hours and do something. Either do your work, either do your APC stuff. This will help you that you're not pressurized over the week, because you now need to fit everything between Monday and Friday so you can enjoy your life on a Saturday. She was like, if you can sacrifice a bit of hours over the weekend, do it, because now pressure is a lot in second year, and it can drive you insane. Even if you can't claim the overtime, guys, like for your own sanity, put in the extra hour or something. It'll help you in the long run, for you to balance your studies and you to balance your work, right? So I've taken that advice, and it's been working well. Luckily for me, I don't have hectic clients. I did have my busiest season from January until April, but now that is over, so I can fully focus on my APC stuff and still have work, but it's not like busy, and it's not hectic. I don't have hectic managers who are trying to micromanage you every minute. So I can sort of space out my work and my studies and set deadlines for myself. And then another thing in second year is you now start, you now sort of see the bigger picture of the audit, and then you start with the audit, and then the first year helps you with their section. The first year moves on. You, as the second year, you also move on to your clients. But if that previous client is not done, you gotta still do the work, because it's not moving on to someone else, right? So you have a backlog of clients in second year. You're trying to juggle different clients. That's why you need to put in extra time on the weekends. So I think that's like the biggest things. That's like the bigger things that I would compare first year to second year to. But I am more happy in second year knowing what I'm doing compared to first year. I now sort of can estimate that with this section I will take this amount of time. I can now like have the confidence to ask the partner for certain things, and to ask the partner some things if I don't understand, as well as the manager. And now I have more responsibilities, so like I have a lot more stuff to do. I'm not just sitting there waiting for someone to give me work. So that's basically where I'm at now in my second year. I'm still not impressed with the pay, but it is market related what I'm getting, so I'm, it's okay. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like it and leave a comment down for me below. Let me know what was helpful for you in this video. Just a reminder that, remember guys, SACA has changed dates for the board courses. So if you're writing in June, you will be now writing in November, and for us who were supposed to write the APC in November, we'll be now writing in February 2021. So I hope you guys like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.